Hey everyone, and welcome back to DC MotorWorks. My name is Cameron, and today I've got behind me my 1998 SL600, and today we're going to show you why it is in a million pieces. So if you remember the first video, we talked about the alternator on this car, and that was kind of the main thing that was keeping it from being drivable, and that is alternating perfectly fine. But the reason that alternator failed is from some substantial oil leaks. This is what's required in order to address that on this engine. The main oil leak is this guy right here. So these are your upper timing covers on the M120 V12, and I don't remember what I did with the old gaskets. They are somewhere, but they are no longer gasketing because unlike this nice, flexible, awesome, good gaskety one, they were rock hard in plastic, and if you let them hit something, you can almost shatter them into two pieces. That does not do well for sealing surfaces, so it was puking oil everywhere. And as is the kind of consensus with the V12 life, is that they're difficult to work on. I wouldn't say this is particularly difficult, but there's a lot required in order to get down to these, as they live right here. I can kind of give you an idea with this one here, is it lives right there. And if you see, that's where our gasket lives, and it's right above the alternator. But in order to get to that, you have to remove everything on the front of the motor. And I went a little above and beyond because I wanted to get a new water pump, and I already did the front crank seal behind the crank pulley there. And just with 180,000 miles on this motor, pretty much every gasket and seal needed to be done, and I got just about everything I could get my hands on. But have a look at how clean the motor is. You can see it had very regular oil changes for sure in its life. There's no slop in the timing chain. The guides look great. So just a testament to these engines. You can see there's just almost no wear on the guides there that you can see. Again, just a testament to these engines and to the previous owner of this vehicle as well. You can see just how nice even the aluminum looks. This was very caked in oil. I did take some pictures while I was taking this apart, so I'll throw those in so you can see a little before and along the way. Just to give you an idea of how much has to come apart, you can see a lot on the table here already. And the main one is the intake manifold before you can get the valve cover gaskets or anything off, and that is hiding out back here in the trunk in safe storage while I've got this all apart. So you can see that massive fella there is the first thing to come off just in order to get to the valve covers, which I'm doing a little bit extra on those as well because they are magnesium. And if cameraman comes around here, I'll give you a little shot here. So the paint was peeling off of them. You can kind of see the old kind of like goldish color in there. You can see the actual magnesium starts to peel, and it does not age exactly very well. So I had those blasted so that I can repaint them and make them look a lot nicer than a bunch of peeling gold paint. Here is another cute little thing here. Shows you some very Mercedes engineering. So this is, I don't know, I'll call it the bridge seal. And it lives right there in between the two timing covers. And you can see it's a very interesting design that they made for that. But these are a little tough to get a hold of, so I was glad I got this one. And actually, with the timing cover gasket, these guys here, also known as mustache seals, one of them, I forget which side it is no longer available. The only way I could get it was one dealer, thankfully locally, actually had one in stock, and it actually took them a couple days to find it in their inventory. But I got it, so I'll be able to put this all back together. And you can see we've got a new thermostat. I've got a bunch of new O-rings. This is your thermostat housing. And these are your coolant temperature sensors on either side. So those all have new O-rings. I got new radiator hoses because from all the oil leaks, leaking onto those makes the rubber soft and mushy. I've got a new water pump also because that one, the bearing was starting to get a little bit of play in it and was making a bunch of awful noises. And this is the fan bearing, so this holds your fan and fan clutch. I do plan on going to a clutchless fan or electronic fan for this. I'm not sure if I've talked about that in another video, but what I've got here is a controller for a Mercedes-Benz factory fan from like a mid-2000s model. So it is pulse width modulated, so you can run it from like 10 to 90% duty cycle and not have it just an on-off screaming engine fan all the time. I've got a new radiator over here because I think we talked about in the last video the radiator that was only a few years old, unfortunately, was leaking in the bottom corner. We're giving this one a new lease on life, and thankfully I'm doing all the labor on this one myself because a build like this would cost quite a bit of money. I think the last one we did like this was about $7,000, and this is actually a little bit more than that car got. So lots going into labor of love on my SL600, but on a special car like this that is, like I said, optioned with the sport package, panel roof, and the perfect color combination, Sumner Silver, which the other other two SLs in the shop today are. That one's actually a little more special. It is a silver arrow, so make sure to check out that video. Perfect day to showcase all the 129s and give y'all a quick update on my $260,000 SL600. So stay tuned for more, and I hopefully have this back together soon, and then we'll tackle the top, which is all the roof cylinders are leaking, so I'll be yanking those out. Or maybe I can talk Evan into doing it, and I'll just rebuild them myself or something. But I've got a new grill up on the roof there, so we should hopefully have this one going very soon. And I actually went ahead and did rear accumulators for the hydraulic suspension, so it doesn't ride like a brick in the rear anymore. So you have to forgive me, I'm forgetting some of the stuff I've had to do for this one because it's been apart for a few weeks now in the spare time that I get to work on it. But I did get the radio sent out and Bluetooth modified, so now I can listen to my own music through the nice Bose sound system that is in the later 129s here. But like I said, stay tuned for the next video. So just to reiterate, this is one of my personal projects, so we appreciate y'all hanging with us while I get the spare time to work on this one and provide some more videos on the progress of this car. But hopefully you all like some of our personal projects, like the Jurassic Park ML, which we'll throw a video up there, or the Baby 500E that we've done. There's always more coming. We're always got a couple cars in the pipeline that we're working on. So if you are enthusiasts like us, make sure to like, subscribe, all the fun stuff, because you can see more exciting stuff like this, and there's always something exciting in the shop. But if y'all have any suggestions or anything you want to see, please feel free to leave a comment below. We like to read them all, negative, positive, all the fun stuff. And thank you again. Look forward to seeing you on the next video.